Welcome students, hope you are doing good. This is your lecture for physics grade 8, and as you know that we already started unit 6, that is work and energy. Today the date is 21/21 and the day is Wednesday. So students, the learning outcome for this units include student, you will be able, after this lecture, you can define energy and kinetic energy, and also you have to get the explanation of kinetic energy and how you can drive the kinetic energy. You will be study in this lecture. So now we will take a start from energy. Energy is basically a body possesses energy if it is capable to do work. So energy is very important in our daily life, and almost all things they are linked with energy. So if body has a energy, it's mean it has ability to do a work. If you see figure 6.3, that is running water possesses energy. So the water running down the stream, it also has ability to do a work. So it's mean it is possessing energy. The energy of running water can be used to run water mills or water turbines. Now we have different form of energies. First of all, there is a mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is basically a sum of potential energy and a kinetic energy. These potential energy and kinetic energy we will discuss in detail in this unit. Then you all know the what is heat energy. Heat energy is also basically a movement of tiny particles. The tiny particles are atoms, molecules, or ions in solid, liquid, and gas. And you also know that heat energy can be transferred from one object to the other object. Now, light energy. Light energy is a form of electromagnetic radiation. Light is consists of photons, and you know that light travels in form of waves, and light is visible to the human eye. Now, sound energy. Sound energy that can be heard by living beings. The electrical energy is basically derived from electrical potential energy and kinetic energy. Then chemical energy. Chemical energy is basically the chemical substance they are involved and they undergoes to any chemical reaction. And then we have nuclear energy. From the name, you can say that the nuclear energy is basically the energy of nucleus. So these are the energies that are discussing in your book. So class, I told you in mechanical energy, we will discuss the two types of energies, that is kinetic energy and the potential energy. Now, first of all, we will discuss in detail about kinetic energy. So kinetic energy occurs because of motion. The energy possessed by a body due to its motion is called its kinetic energy. If you see figure 6.4, you see there is a this is sailing boat that is moving. So the energy of the wind moves the sailing boat. So we are getting the energy from winds, and with the help of this kinetic energy, these sailing boats they are moving, right? So this is an example of a kinetic energy. So our main topic is that we have to prove the kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. Wherever you see the word parameter v, which is velocity, it deals with the motion. So kinetic energy is basically a motion which we deal with a motion, right? So this parameter is also showing us that we are dealing with a motion. So this is a formula for kinetic energy, and we will prove this formula in this lecture. So first of all, consider a body of mass m. So first of all, we have take any body, and that body must be possess a mass m, right? And the mass is always written with small m. Moving with velocity v, and this mass is moving, and it has some velocity v, by which it is moving. The the body stops after moving through some distance s. So body covers some distance s, and after some time it stop. Let's say it stop over here due to some opposing force such as force of friction acting on it. So how do body stop? The body is moving, and if there is some force of friction is applied over here, and that stop the body. And we have discussed in unit 3 about force of friction. Force of friction is basically a force that opposes the motion of moving object. The body possesses kinetic energy and is capable to do work against opposing force F until all of its kinetic energy is used up. So as the body is will be stopped with the help of a force of friction, but it will not suddenly stop. When all the kinetic energy is consumed by the body, then it will be stopped, right? So, as the body is moving, obviously, when the body is moving, right? If this is a body that is moving, it has some mass m, and it is moving. When it is moving, obviously, it will be moved with some force, that is F. And as it is moving, it is covering some distance s. As we discussed in the previous lecture, if we have two parameters, force and distance, it means the body is doing some work, right? So we can write over here, kinetic energy of the body will be equal to the work done by its due to the motion. So I can write over here kinetic energy. This is the symbol for kinetic energy, and work done has a formula Fs, right? So initially the body is moving, so it has velocity vi, which is equal to v. When the force of friction is applied on that body, the body will be stopped, and then its final velocity vf will be equal to 0, right? The force, as a object has some mass m, right, and it is moving with some velocity, and velocity is changing, right? Initially it has a velocity v, and when it will be stopped, it has the velocity 0. So when there is a change in velocity, we know that this is a acceleration, and the formula for force according to the Newton's second law of motion is given as F is equals to ma, right? So acceleration will be equal to, if we just separate the acceleration over here and we move the m on the other side, we will get a is equals to f by m, and they put the negative sign over here. Why they place the negative sign over here? Because the force that is opposing the motion, trying to stop it, that's why we place the negative sign. Since motion is opposed, hence a is a negative sign. Now, all of you know that the third equation of motion, which you have learned in your unit 2. The third equation of motion is 2as is equals to vf square minus vi square. All of you have to remember this equation by your heart, right? Because you have to know that what is the third equation of motion. So this is the third equation of motion, and now what we have to do, we have to put the values in this equation. So 2 will remain as it is. The value of a is minus fa, which we get from here, which is equal to vf square. Vf is equal to 0, so we write over here 0 whole square. Vi is equals to v. Now vi will be equal to v whole square. So we substitute these values in the third equation of motion. Now if we just multiply them, what we get, we will get Fs is equals to half mv square. How do we get this? If you just multiply it, this equation, you will get minus 2f by m, also s is over here, is equals to minus v square. First of all, the minus sign will be cancelled out with this minus sign, with this minus sign, and you left with 2fs by m is equals to v square, right? If I write fs over here and I will move 2 and m on the other side, we will get this equation. Fs is equals to mv square by 2, right? So Fs, if you see that the equation 6.3, you know that Fs is equal to kinetic energy. So we write kinetic energy instead of Fs, and you have to write the same, half mv square. So this is the formula for kinetic energy which we have to derive in this lecture. Now we have a problem related to kinetic energy, the formula which we have derived in the previous slide. So this is example 6.2. A stone has mass 500 grams, strikes the ground with a velocity of 20 v meter per second. How much is the kinetic energy of the stone? We have to find out the kinetic energy of the stone at the time it strikes to the ground. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to write the data. So you can, and this is not a, sorry, this is misprinting, this is not a V, this is only a 20 meter per second, right? So what we have to do, the mass is given to you, so you have to write the given data. And in given data, what you have given, mass is represented by small m, right? So mass is equal to 500 gram, and you have to convert this gram into kilo. So what you have to do, you have to divide it with 1000, so you will get kg, right? You will get this answer. When you multiply 500 by 1000, you will get the answer in 0.5 kg. Then velocity is 20 meter per second. It is in its proper unit, so there is no need to change the velocity. And you have to find out the kinetic energy. So you can write to find out, and you can just put the question mark over here. In the previous slide, we have calculated the formula for kinetic energy, and that is kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So what we have to do, we have just to substitute the values in this formula, and we get kinetic energy is equal to half multiplied by 0.5 kg into 20 meter per second whole square, right? 1 by 2 will be as it is, 0.5 kg will be as it is, and 20 whole square will give you 400 meter square per second square. If you take the square, then the unit will also be in square, right? Because the square is with whole, this whole value. Okay, if you just simplify this value with the help of a calculator, you get the answer 100 joule. 100 joule is basically a kinetic energy. And class, one thing I tell you, that energy is also an ability to do some work. So energy is the same unit as the work. So energy has a unit, work has a unit joule. Energy is also the same unit, that is joule. And kinetic energy is also having the same unit, because kinetic energy is also energy, so it has the same unit, joule. Thus the kinetic energy of the stone is 100 joule as it strikes the ground. So class, this is your homework. Prove that kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. This proof we have done in this in the previous slide for in today's lecture. So you just have to write this derivation. You can also write the answer with the help of your book. If you see page number 122. It's the second paragraph. The energy possessed by a body due to its motion is called kinetic energy, and then you have to write, consider a body of mass m moving with a velocity till before example 6.2, that is equation 6.5 gives the kinetic energy possessed by a body of mass m moving with velocity v. So there's also a proof that is given in your book on page number 122. You can also write from the book, and you can also write the answer from the slides. So class, this is the lecture for today, in which we discuss about energy and kinetic energy, and you have to do your homework in your notebook that I gave you today. And if is there any confusion regarding lecture, you can ask me in GC, and you can also message me in a WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you, and Allah Hafiz.